Hello, good evening, guys. In this YouTube video, we'll be discussing about the top 10 Python programming questions. These questions are asked in the written test and as well as if to F, I mean face to face. Here, the basic level of questions are selected from the web and YouTube. So, while preparing for the interview, the basic questions will help a lot. So, on that basis, I've made this YouTube video. Let us move on to these questions. What are questions present in our video? So, in this video, we'll be discussing about the palindrome number and Fibonacci series and reversing of a string, and then factorial of a number and reversing of an list with the help of three different methods. And we are going to check if a number is even or odd, and we are going to find a prime number, swapping of variables without using third variable, and sorting, and second largest element in a list. Okay, let's move on to here. We are going to solve the questions in Pycharm. Okay, first, what was the first question? Palindrome number. Okay, let's move on to our code. Okay, we all know that. Okay, H is means for the comments in the Python. Okay, so what is palindrome number means? 101 is a palindrome number because when we reverse the number, because it has the same. One, if it is reverse, then it gets the same value. For example, if we are going to reverse 102, the reverse value of 102 is 201, which is this 101 is palindrome, but 102 is not palindrome. We have already discussed in our C language questions, but here we are going to solve in Python. Okay, firstly we are going to define a function palindrome. Here we are going to assign a number, for example num. This is the definition function. At the last we are going to call it. Okay, after the number. Okay, we are going to okay, x equals to num of. Guys, this operator means, whatever the number present it is, it going, this operator will simply reverse it. If it is 101 or 102, it will reverse the value. Okay, we are going to take that value in x. So we are checking if x double equals to num, then we are simply printing as palindrome. Else not a palindrome. Okay, okay, we have declared all the function inside the function, so we are simply calling the function. Okay, print, let us directly call the function and send the value in it. Okay, for example, take 102. Here we are going to get the value as not a palindrome because it is not a palindrome, right? Okay, see, not a palindrome, and we'll check one another and we'll simply move on. Okay, sorry, two zeros and 10. Okay, let's provide 10 and check. Guys, this is an palindrome because after reverse it will be the same. So let us check. Yes, this is an palindrome number. That's it, guys. Okay, let's move on to next question. Okay, next question is Fibonacci series. Yes, this also we have learned in C language. If you have not seen that video, I have discussed clearly in that video what is Fibonacci series. Here I'll be directly starting the Fibonacci series. First, consider take the element, starting element. For example, we are going to take the input from the user. Enter first element. And basically the first element in the Fibonacci series starts from 0 and 1. If you want to take the another number, then it's our wish. B equals to into input, enter second element. Okay, after that we are going to simply print this, print a comma b, and then we are going to provide a space, a little bit of space. Okay, why I have given this space, I'll tell you in the last. Okay, after here we have to print, right? We have to take a condition like where, for example, we have to print how many numbers. Let's take another n, enter input, enter how many elements to print. Okay, after that we are going to check n minus 2 because already we are going to print a and b, right? So no need of that. We are simply move on to another, where, sorry, while n minus 2. Okay, let's take another c equals to a plus b. And if you guys are not familiar with still palindrome number, I'll be discussing. For example, first element is 0 and second element is 1. Then we are simply adding 0 and 1 1, and then we are simply adding 1 and 1, I mean last two digits, I mean numbers 1 and 1 2. The second number will be 2, and then last two numbers will be 1 and 2, right? So 3, addition of these three numbers. So similarly we are adding c equals to a plus b, and we are assigning b equals to c. Not first we'll be providing a equals to b, and then we are providing b for c. Okay, that's it. And then we're simply increasing. We have to print here, right? We have to print here, print c, and then let's provide a space. Okay, after that we have to decrease n by n minus 1. Okay, everything is fine. Let's, okay, let's run this. Okay, sorry. Okay, we are going to take the element as 0 and then second element as 1. Okay, how many elements we have to print? For example, we are taking 5, right? So 0 1, 1 plus 1 2, and 2 plus 1 3. Okay, uh, it should be printed after this. Okay, first element is 0 and second element is 1. If you are going to print for example 5 values, and then 0 plus 1 1, and 1 plus 1 2, and 2 plus 1 3, and 2 plus 1 3, that's it. Okay guys, our this code also finished. Let's move on to third question. Reverse of a string by slicing method. Okay, slicing method I will be discussing. First, take a string, for example str equals to hello world. With the help of slicing method, we are simply, I mean, okay, let's take str2 equals to str of print str2. Okay guys, what we have discussed, what is this operator. I mean, whatever the string present in it, it will simply reverse it. Okay, for example hello world, dlrow, if it is space, it's also giving space, and then olleh. With the help of slicing method, we are simply getting the reverse of a string. Okay, and we have another method, reverse of a string by character to character. I mean, we have to print it each another character with the help of this another method. Okay, let's move on to second method. Okay, here str. Okay, will be take a function reverse will be sending a string. Okay, after that, for example, take a space. Okay, we are checking for c in s. For every c in s, we are going to change the value of i equals to I plus c. That's it, and we're simply returning I. Okay, this will be catched by printf. We have to send the string, right? Valid. Okay, okay, this should be, for C in S. Okay, C equals to C plus S, return C, right? Okay, for C in S, let me write in my book 1 second. Okay, here we are going to send A, right? I equals to I plus S, I plus C, sorry, and we are simply returning the I. Okay, for C in S, for I in S, sorry, um, C in S. Okay, we have to return I, right? I equals to I plus C, that is correct. And for C in S also, right? We have to reverse I, right? So the answer should be ILA, right? Okay. Um, equals to I plus C. Okay. For example, take another example. Irsha. Reverse I. So before printing, let us take any object equals to the reverse of S, and then let's try to print object reverse of Ali. Uh, Sorry guys, I've already done this question, but I don't know where I'm going wrong. Okay, let me check once again. Okay, no issues. Will this sort this question? Okay, I'll be writing this. Okay, let's move on to another question. Factorial of a number. Okay, we all know the factorial of a number problem. We have to simply send the number, and with the help of recursion we are going to solve this. Okay, what is this? Okay, right. Definition: factorial of a number. Okay, uh, okay, we have to check if number is 1, we are simply print, or else let's return. No need of return. Yeah, we have recursion, using recursion, right? Okay, else then we have to return n into factorial of n minus 1. Okay, after definition of function, we have to send the values into the function. Print factorial of 1. For example, take 3 is an easy number, right? Because 3 factorial is 6. Let's check it. Okay, let's check another. For example, 5 factorial is 120, right? Okay, 120, that's it. Factorial is completed. Let's move on to another question. Reverse of a list by slicing. Okay, We have already done this question by with the help of slicing. For example, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, these are the elements. If you want to for example, p equals to l of, if you are going to use this operator, we are simply reversing it. Okay, 5 4 3 2 1, that's it. With the help of slice operator, we are going to reverse it. If we don't want to use this slice operator, with the help of reverse function, okay, for example, take a equals to 10 20 and 30. Okay, if you want to reverse it with the help of function, we have, actually Python has a lot of inbuilt dictionary function. For example, sort, reverse. I mean, we don't have to code for the largest. So we are inbuilt functions are very more. So that's because we are going to use Python very majorly. Okay, see guys, the list has been reversed 30 20 and 10 with a simple function. Whereas if in C we have to write a long code, here there is no need for such code. Okay, with the help of using loops, we have to reverse and list, right? Okay, okay. First, I'll be taking the list as 10, 50, and 30, and for example 20 and 90. Okay, I'm taking p equals to length of a list, and then I'm checking while I less than or equals to b by 2. Okay, I mean this I has to start from the, I mean for example, I is starting from the zeroth element to the up to the length by 2. I mean for example, length is 5 here, right? This length is 5, right? We have to swap the elements up to the 3 elements. I mean 5 by 2 is 3, right? Sorry, 2, right? Up to 2 we are going to swap it, and third one is already in its position, so we don't have to repeat it. I mean we don't have to interchange. I mean we don't have to reverse it. Okay, we are going to I less than I plus b, so we are going to change it, right? L of, and in this question, and there is a new technique that I have learned, that we are going to swap it without any using of third variable. So look at here guys, so p minus 1 will be the last element 90, and L of I will be the zeroth element. We are simply swapping with the help of this technique, p minus 1. That's it. We are going to increase the I value plus 1, and we are decreasing the p value. I mean p value will be decreased, and I value will be increased. After that, that's it. So we have to print L. Let's check what will be the output. Okay, 90 20 30 50 and 10. Okay, that's it guys. If you want to add another element, let's check 100 90 20 30 50 and 10. That's it. Okay, we have completed this using loops also. Okay, we are going to check the number is even or odd. Okay, let's take a number, for example n, int of input, enter the element. Okay, after that we have to check, right? If with the help of simple for if loop, if else loop, we are going to conclude if it is an even or it is simple, right? We have to check if it is even, it has to I mean the remainder should be 0. If it is divisible by 2, I mean if it is divided by 2, the remainder present in it should be 0. For example, 2 is an even number, right? 2 divided by 2 equals to 0, and for example 4 divided by 2 is 2, but the remainder present is 0. So here remainder is percentage modulo. Okay, if n modulo 2 double equals to 0, then it is simply even number. Okay, if not, we have to print number. Okay, let's check element 10, even number. Let's check another number, 9, odd number. That's it. Let's move on to next question. Prime number program. Okay, here also we are going to check prime number only divisible by its own number and one number. So we are going to check if prime number, given number n is divisible by 2, we are going to increase the count. Okay, if the count reaches to 2, it is a prime number. If it is greater than 2 or anything less than 2, it is not a prime number. Okay, let's move on to our Pycharm. Okay, up to here is same. Okay, we are going to, for example, c equals to 0, and then we have to check, right, while hmm, prime number, right, while I less than n. Okay, while less than or equals to n, if n modulo I double equals to 0. Okay, we have to increase the count by 1. Okay, and similarly we have to increase I value by 1. Okay, that's it. If c is 2, it is a prime number. Print prime number, else not a prime. Okay, let's check this. Everything is fine. Let's initialize I with 0. Okay, enter the element, uh, 3. Okay, 0, sorry. Enter the element. What happened? Equals to 1 I plus plus. Print a prime number. Okay, while I less than or equals to n, equals to 0 and c equals to c plus 1. Okay, let's okay, let's check another time. Element is 5. uh, I greater than or equals to, right, I should be less than n. Okay, enter the element, for example 5. What's wrong with this? Okay, this is the, I mean, logic, guys. With this we have to finish it. I don't know what's wrong with Pycharm. Okay, let's move on to the second question. Another question, swapping of variables without using a third variable. Okay, we are assigning, for example, a equals to 10 and b equals to 20, we are going to swap this without using a third variable. Here in C language we have used swapping with the help of temp, right? We are going to assign temp equals to A and B equals to A, and then temp equals to B, right? Something like that. And there is another method called A equals to A plus B and B equals to A minus B and A equals to A minus B. So that is not I mean only for integer variables, but here this is a perfect, I mean without using any third variable we are going to print, okay? A comma B, right? Here A comma B will be equals to B comma A. That's it. See, A comma B, how simple in Pycharm is. 10 comma 20 and 20 comma 10, that's it. And sorting of a list using functions, right? Okay, sorting of an list, okay. Okay, for example, take a list of 10, 20, 30, 40 comma 50, right? With the help of function l dot sort, that's it. Print l. 60, 70, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100. That's it. With the help of sorting techniques, I mean we have done this. If we want to, I mean with the help of another, for example, with the help of for loops, okay, this is a list, right? We have to sort it. I mean we are going to check, for example, for I in L 0 to for example length minus 1, right? And similarly for j in L of guys, I don't have much idea in this, but I'll try. If not possible, I'll cover in next section. Okay, j equals to I comma len minus 1. Okay, let's try. Okay, if for L of I is greater than L of j, right? L of j, we have to swap it. I mean L of I comma j should be at the end, right? I comma uh, okay, L of I comma L of j would be equal to L of j comma L of I. This would be our del. So this is wrong, I know this, but okay, let me check. L of 0, it is also 0, right? So we have to check len minus 1, right? We have to check len minus 1 to 0. Okay, okay, I don't know. Okay, for example, take equals to L length of L minus 1 P, okay, P comma 0, okay, L of P comma 0. Okay. Blacklist object is not callable. Okay guys, no issues. We'll solve this after in next videos. Okay. Second largest element in list. Here we know that, for example, we have to simply sort this list by the help of sorting function. After we have to sort, we have to simply print, it will be in the form of ascending order, right? So when we look at here, L dot uh, sort L, right? P equals to L dot sort. Okay. Okay, sorting, after sorting we have got the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If you want the second highest, we have to simply print as print of -2. That's it, right? Okay. L of -2 will be the second largest element in the after the sorting of an list. Okay. After that, these are the main important questions that will be asked. Okay. That's it for your videos. If you like this video, please like and share. And if you found any mistakes, please let me know, because I'm very beginner in this coding end. But I think I'll make sure everything goes fine, and definitely try to improve myself, and definitely do better and improve my performance. Thank you.